and thanks for joining us for Good Day Ascension News, a place to share stories from across our healing ministry. I'm Candace Evans in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And I'm Rosie Ford in St. Louis. We begin today in celebration of a major national honor. Ascension St. Vincent Heart Center is one of the country's best-ranked large hospitals by the government's CMS Star Rating program. The program, part of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, measures things that matter most to patients, like quality of care, patient safety, and the patient's experience in the hospital. Ascension St. Vincent outperformed many hospitals in the large hospital peer group from every other health system in the country.
Without the hard work and collaboration of our care teams and associates, this achievement would not have been possible. We're grateful to have talented individuals who dedicate themselves to serving others and carrying out our mission every day. We can't thank them enough for the compassion and commitment they bring to work with them every day.
In all, 8 Ascension hospitals achieved 5-star ratings by CMS.
Quality continues to be a main focus for Ascension clinical leadership. Last month in Nashville, clinical and network services leaders met in person for the first time since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Among the highlights, a new quality award named for Dr. David Pryor, a former Ascension Chief Clinical Officer who is a nationally recognized physician leader in clinical quality and safety.
I'd like to present the first inaugural David Pryor Quality Award to Dr. Mohammed Faqih.
It was a complete surprise, but it's a huge pleasure and joy for me, and it's an honor to receive an award that has the name of Dr. David Pryor.
Mohammed and I have worked together for years. He has been foundational in improving so much of the quality work that's been done at Ascension. And the treat is because I consider him a friend, and it's so nice to be able to see the surprise and the joy on his face.
It's very touching, and the first thing that came to my mind is that I have 2 things that I love the most in my life. My family and Ascension.
In addition to recognizing Dr. Faqih, CNS leaders discussed topics including the clinical role in driving Ascension's strategic plan and the future of value-based care.
Another Ascension infection prevention leader was also recognized nationally by peers. The Association of Infection Prevention and Epidemiology named Lisa Sturm one of its 2021 Heroes of Infection Prevention. Lisa was honored for her tireless work to build a system-wide infection prevention community that helped Ascension collaborate on safety, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic.
More than 132,000 Ascension associates are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Ascension St. Vincent's in Birmingham produced a video to encourage associates and the community to get the vaccine.
I lost an aunt and a cousin to the COVID-19 virus. And it was important to me to make sure that I was part of the cure and being one of the people to step forward in healthcare to make sure that our communities are made safe again.
Our ministries have helped distribute more than 1 million vaccines in our communities. Clinical leaders report that scheduling and vaccine distribution has been a very smooth process.
School-aged children are now among those eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. Ascension pediatric specialists like Dr. Christopher Belcher are sharing information for parents about the vaccine.
The COVID-19 vaccine will be an important tool for helping to stop the pandemic and is a safer way to build protection through community immunity. We look forward to the day when children can spend time with their friends and families and enjoy their communities more safely.
Dr. Belcher also reminds parents to make sure their children are up to date on all the vaccinations their pediatricians recommend. He says the COVID-19 vaccination can be administered at the same time as the other vaccines.
Nurse leaders are continuing to share their experience about getting the COVID-19 vaccine too. Michigan Chief Nursing Officer Mo Chadwick told her personal story about why getting the vaccine is so important.
I don't want to get emotional, but we were all fully vaccinated, and being able to get together with everybody and hug everybody and just catch up and see my family. I didn't realize how much I missed that. We did the Zoom calls and we did the FaceTime, but I think that's what this vaccine has meant, is being able to be back with my family and the people that I love.
Mo says she hopes that as people see the personal benefits of getting a vaccine, more clinicians will get vaccinated.
An Ascension word-of-mouth campaign to ask others, "How are you feeling today?" is credited with saving lives. Leaders in Michigan and Florida talked about what they've heard.
The best story that I had was from one of our cardiologists, Dr. David, who one day said, "I was doing the heart catheterization on this woman at 3 in the morning, and I asked her, 'Why did you come in?' And she said, 'Well, I was having some chest pain, and so I got up, I started watching TV, and I saw this commercial with this guy telling you if you're having problems, come in and get seen. Don't delay care.' So I woke up my husband and we came in."
I've had a number of folks reach out and say, "We've seen you on TV. We really appreciate the frequency of Ascension's messaging in the market and how Ascension is taking the lead on reaching out and making sure people know that we care and we're here for you."
The local TV spots in this marketing campaign continue to run in communities across our ministry.
I feel God places in our path what He wants us to do.
In Nashville, an EMT at Ascension St. Thomas takes serving the poor and vulnerable to another level. Kanithia Abdullah drives an Ascension wheelchair-enabled van and picks up patients who need rides to doctor's appointments and errands in the area. She also offers them encouragement.
Oftentimes we don't think that charity can be as small as a smile. To just let them know that it's going to be okay. God isn't done with you yet. Your mission isn't over.
In addition, Kanithia finds other ways to help, like making sandwiches and finding clothing for those in need.
Hospital discharge days are cause for celebration, but perhaps even more so for 45-year-old Missy Ghostis. She spent 100 days in the hospital fighting the effects of the COVID-19 virus. In January, Missy was put in a medically induced coma and on a ventilator at Ascension St. Elizabeth in Wisconsin. Caregivers say she came very close to death, but thankfully, she recovered. Through hard work and therapy, Missy gradually regained enough strength and motor skills to be discharged. Candace, I heard that the doctor who treated Missy said that this is one of the most moving cases he's ever been involved in.
Absolutely, and I heard that he even used the word miraculous, and doctors don't use that term very often.
Very true. Well, there's much more Good Day Ascension news coming up.
Isn't it wonderful to see the richness and diversity of, experience?
Meet our new director and hear the latest updates about Abide.
And we'll take you to a grand opening you won't want to miss. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Good Day Ascension News.
We recently sat down with new Abide director Pam Mitchell-Boyd. In addition to following up on the Abide dialogue sessions, Pam shared that there's much more happening behind the scenes with Abide.
The major thing that we're trying to get organized are the councils, creating that space of psychological safety where people can share their stories and bring their whole selves into that environment, so that we can begin the work that will be following.
Abide builds upon the hallmarks of appreciation, belongingness, inclusivity, diversity, and equity. To learn more or get involved, visit the Abide website or email abide@ascension.org.
It's official. The new Ascension RX Pharmacy Services Center is open for business. Last week, Ascension RX hosted a grand opening for its Austin, Texas-based center.
The facility here in Austin, Texas is the heart and hub of all that we do to provide personalized, compassionate pharmaceutical care to all those who need our services across the United States.
It brings us to a new level of integration of pharmacy services. It allows for better access for patients and their medicines.
It's fun to see Ascension continue to move into other aspects of healthcare. We have always been much more than hospitals, but this is an example of where we're moving into space that's needed to better care for our patients. And this example today of this amazing facility so that we can provide retail and mail order pharmacy to better serve our patients and families is a great example of that.
Catholic Healthcare is celebrating 2 Ascension leaders. The Catholic Health Association of the United States recognized Dr. Bali Yahia, Ascension Medical Group President, and Wesley Tidwell, Chief Operating Officer of Ascension Seton Williamson in Texas, as 2 of tomorrow's leaders. The CHA honor recognizes those who have demonstrated their commitment to promote Catholic healthcare. Dr. Yahia and Wesley were among 11 leaders chosen for this prestigious award.
Consumers are changing how they define the highest quality of care when they seek medical attention. That's the topic of the next episode of our Good Day Ascension video series called Industry Insights.
We really look at the holistic approach for a patient, and that is included in that, is how they feel their care is. You know, I think, Joe, you say this often, patients expect to come into our facilities and have high quality, but they also need, other than that, they need good food, clean environment, caring, loving staff.
We're working to make sure that we can gather all the information that is personalized around a patient. Not only their medical records, but their social situation, their financial situation. Do they have social determinants of health that are impacting? Do they come from a home environment that may be affecting their health? All these things we need to work very closely with nursing, our information technology people, our mission folks, and really better understand the complete person.
You can hear more from this great conversation about the current trends shaping healthcare and our new strategic plan. Look for Industry Insights coming your way very soon.
There's an exciting new online channel for Good Day Ascension. Good Day Ascension Intranet gives associates a central place to access their work tools more easily. The new one-stop shop connects us like never before. It offers instant access to daily news, associate and physician tools, and other important resources.
The new intranet also makes the Good Day Ascension podcast even easier to access. In a recent podcast, I spoke with Ascension President and CEO Joe Pichike. We talked about how our ministry has stepped up to meet the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and also the opportunities that lie ahead. You can listen to this episode and many others on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and now the Good Day Ascension Intranet.
We've shared many stories of patients and caregivers reuniting after the pandemic. But this one at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital in Indianapolis is particularly adorable. 17-year-old Ellie has spent the past 5 years in and out of the hospital due to a brain tumor. She says the bright spots of her treatments were always visits from the pet therapy team. But pet therapy was on hold during the pandemic until now. Ellie finally enjoyed a reunion with her furry friends. Rosie, these pet therapy programs bring so much happiness and joy to our patients, but also our own associates.
And now Dell Children's just started a pet therapy program too. So like many of our other ministries who have those great little furry friends, our patients there will also get an opportunity to enjoy them just like Ellie. Still to come, Ascension associates go the extra mile to celebrate caregivers.
We'll be right back.
At Ascension, our doctors, nurses, and care teams are choosing to be among the first in the nation to receive the COVID-19 vaccination. For us, this is more than a vaccine. It's an additional shot of hope and an extra dose of strength. This means we have heightened safety precautions, making sure we're protecting your family and ours. Schedule the care you need today at ascension.org. What a year it has been! The challenges that tested us also brought forth resilience and collaboration like never before.
Our next Good Day Ascension News is a special edition Year in Review. We'll take a look back and revisit the stories that inspired and connected us. Join us for the special edition of Good Day Ascension's Year in Review episode, coming your way later this summer. Finally today, thousands of associates from across the country got moving in support of our caregivers.
We leave you with a look at Ascension associates, community members, and four-legged friends who participated in the Ascension Virtual 5K. The event raised money for associates in need. Thanks once again for spending time with us.
And have a good day, Ascension.